Alright, this is 5.6b, and we've already done the lecture, and so what this is going to be is looking at some of the problem sets for 5.6, and I'm just going to jump right down to number 28, 2m squared minus 7n, and we're squaring it. Okay, so remember what we do here. We square the first term. I'm just going to write it out. Square the last term. Put a plus. Put a plus. Multiply those two together. And I get negative 14 m squared n. And then I double it. Alright, so let's square those. 2 times 2 is 4. M squared squared, whoops, is m to the 4th. 2 times negative 14 plus square that, 49 n squared. And that's number 28. Let's jump down to 35 through all the way to 62 and try a few of those. Okay, so let's do let's do 52. A squared plus 9. Let's start that over. A squared plus 9b squared times a squared minus 9b squared. So because the numbers are the letters and everything are the same, just the signs are different, I can square the first term, square the second term, and put a minus sign. So that squared, this squared, and that being said, you should be done with that one. Alright, let's jump down to number 56. So let's do those first. So again, we square the first term, square the second term, put a minus sign. Square the first term, square the second term, put a minus sign. Alright, so now we have some like terms that we can combine. We can combine that and that, and then negative 49 plus negative 16 would be negative 65. And that's it for that one. Alright, so let's see what else we have here. Let's do number 60. That gives us a minus 1 squared plus a minus 2 squared minus a minus 3 squared. Alright, so what happens here? We have an a minus 1, and we're squaring it. So we square the first term, square the second term, multiply a times 1, and double it. Okay, so let's set that there, and let's do this one now. Okay, so we're going to square the first term, square the last term, multiply these together, double it. Okay, set that aside. Let's work on this one. Square the first term, square the last term, take negative 3 times a, double it. Alright, so let's do one piece of this at a time. So let's take this first one. A squared, 2 times negative a is negative 2a. Keep that in parentheses. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Keep that in parentheses. And this one, 2 times negative 3. All right, let's take the parentheses off. So we can just take off the parentheses here. And because there's a plus sign here, we can take the parentheses off there. But because of that negative, when we take it off, we have to change the sign of everything in the parentheses that follow. Okay, whoops, this is a plus, isn't it? So we have a squared, minus a squared. So a squared plus a squared is 2a squared, minus a squared is 1a squared. And that takes care of that one, and that one. So minus 2a minus 4a plus 6a. So negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6a plus 6a is 0 a's. So 0 a's give us 0 of anything, so we don't have anything there. Now I have a 1, a 4, which gives me 5, minus 9 is minus 4. So my answer is actually a squared minus 4. So the only other example I want to do is 62. And that's cubed. We're taken 3 times, so it looks like this. Like that. Alright, so in multiplication, one of the things that you learn real quick is you can only multiply 2 things at a time. If I asked you to multiply 3 times 2 times 4, 3 times 2 times 4, you don't multiply those all together. You do 2 at a time. And then you have 2 there, and you get your answer. It's the same way when you have big things like what I have here. You're only multiplying 2 of these at a time. So let's multiply these 2 first. Alright, so what do we know about these? We know that they are the exact same. It's basically 3x minus 2 squared, right? This box right here, we're multiplying them, the numbers by themselves twice. So what we're going to do then is we just have to square the first term, square the last term, okay, multiply the first term times the second, so 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x, and double it. Alright, so let's square that. 2 times negative 6, and we get that. So this right here is what we get when we multiply this times this. Now we have to take that answer and multiply it by that. Okay, so because I don't like my binomials in the back, I like them in the front, I'm going to switch that around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this 3x times that, times that, times that, which we've already done. So 3 times 9 is 27x cubed, because we take that 1 and add it to that 2. 3x times negative 12, and 3x times positive 4. Alright, so in green, we're going to multiply that, multiply that, and multiply that. Okay, so now we're going to combine like terms. We don't have anything with a cube, so that is part of our answer. We're not going to do anything to that. We have a negative 36x squared and a negative 18x squared. So that gives us a negative 54x squared. Okay, so let's cross out what we've done so I don't forget that we've already done this. To me it makes it easier. Maybe it looks more like a mess to you. So 12x plus 24x is 36x, and then our 8 will just be by itself there. And that's how you do that, 2 at a time. So anyway, that's it for the problem set for 5.6.